is competing against yourself for growth. And as an athlete, you understand what that means. Sometimes that's physical, sometimes that's mental, sometimes that's emotional. At what point in your life did you realize that coaches, your dad, and other people were making you compete against yourself for growth?
When did I realize it?
Yes.
Or how did it impact me? Just
both.
Both?
Yeah.
I mean, I was afraid of greatness, afraid of my potential when I was very young. And I didn't have, the other part of me, which was my mother, Elizabeth. I have my mom, Kyrie Irving, who has been an incredible guide in my life. But the other side of me is also my mother, Elizabeth, who gave me kind of that inner confidence and that inner belief to go after things that are bigger than myself. I've struggled with trying to find out why the thing that happened to me so young, but I also find simple answers when I leave it up to God, and I also pray, but also when I'm acting on my beliefs. And that's what I attribute to my dad and other coaches when I was very young, is they knew that I was missing a piece of me very young, but they always tried to fill in those pieces by doing things that would encourage me to speak out more about how I feel, right? As men, we don't get the the benefit of the doubt at times when we're trying to be vulnerable, or we're trying to tell things about how we feel, or share it in vulnerable spaces, even like this, right? This is a vulnerable space in front of all these young men and women here, but mainly young men. And to still have that confidence to know that you're not going to be judged, you're not going to be embarrassed. So I felt like my dad, along with other coaches and mentors and guys, taught me how to be confident and don't be afraid to take chances on bigger things. Don't be afraid to challenge the status quo. Don't be afraid to go against systemic issues. This was all when I was very young, by the way, and I made that choice in 4th grade that I just wasn't going to take shit from anybody. And I'm sorry for my curse words, but I made that choice that young because in a world like today, it's needed. You can't really be afraid of what may come your way, trying new things or trying to challenge yourself, that inner self of really developing who you are, right? You don't have to be afraid of yourself. So I would say that the inner monologue that I have with myself now is totally different than when I was a kid, but it's similar in terms of the approach and just being open-minded and being a man that's not afraid to stand on what you believe in and speak on what you believe in.